If you're exhausted from grinding long hours, working harder isn't the answer. You need a system. An upfront investment of time can replace thousands of hours of mindless physical effort with automated leverage. Take two neighboring farmers. One hauls 50 heavy buckets of water by hand every single day, while the other works half the time using a drip irrigation network. The bucket method is a manual workflow loop. Your output is tied directly to your physical input. If the farmer stops walking, the water stops flowing. When a drought hits, the instinct is to just hustle harder and carry more buckets. But the human body has a physical ceiling. Eventually, it breaks. To escape this trap, you have to intentionally stop the manual loop. You trade immediate output to construct a pipeline instead. Once the system is built, it delivers water automatically to the roots. Your results are finally decoupled from your continuous manual labor. The hours you save are then reinvested into strategic planning, which creates far more value than mindless physical work. By stopping to build that infrastructure, our exhausted farmer reduced a brutal 6-hour daily chore to a completely automated 20 minutes. How do some people work half the hours but get double the results? The secret is leverage, because relying on maximum physical effort has a strict biological limit. Take two farmers. One hauls heavy water buckets by hand 12 hours a day, while the other spends his time building an automatic drip pipeline. The bucket method is linear effort. 1 hour of labor equals one small batch of water, and the second he stops walking, the watering stops entirely. But the system builder faces a trap. For the first few days, building that pipeline requires intense effort, but produces absolutely zero water. To everyone watching, it looks like he's failing. But then the pipeline is finished, breaking the one-to-one relationship between time and output. With one turn of a valve, the system delivers in 20 minutes what used to take 6 hours of back-breaking manual labor. It operates completely independent of his physical energy. This systemic leverage creates an upward spiral. The hours saved from mindless hauling are reinvested into high-value focus. He masters fewer crops, rests his mind, and prevents expensive mistakes. So when that physically exhausted farmer finally traded his buckets for a strategic pipeline, he didn't just save his aching back, he completely doubled his farm's entire harvest. Why does strategic leverage always beat raw, exhausting hustle? We treat endless workdays like a badge of honor, but usually just end up burnt out. Take two identical farms. One farmer hauls water buckets by hand all day, while his neighbor clocks out right at 2 p.m. Manual labor creates a hard ceiling. 1 unit of effort equals exactly 1 unit of output. When a drought hits, the bucket hauler just tries to work harder, pushing until his body completely breaks. But the neighbor took a strategic pause, sacrificing immediate planting to build an irrigation pipeline. This is leverage. The system waters the roots automatically, disconnecting output from the physical clock. That reclaimed time creates a virtuous cycle. A rested mind can focus on strategy, not just survival. And when the final harvest arrives, the exhausted bucket hauler is left collapsed in the dirt of a completely dead field, while the system builder yields 40% more crops, proving that optimizing how you work will always beat just maximizing your hours.